All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome back to another Mortal Kombat 1 how-to tutorial. Today, we're going to be showing off how to play Mileena. Looking at this costume right now, just sitting here in training mode, I appreciate it even more. I like the shackles. I like the fact that her pant is actually, her pants, one of the side of her pants is actually rolled up or inside her giant long boot that she has. I love the straight jacket. I love the blood on her hands. Of course, I love the haircut. Everything about this is awesome. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the costume. We're here to talk about the basic how to play with Mileena. If you guys have been enjoying these tutorials, make sure you leave a like rating. It's always appreciated. So let's get started here with Mileena. Mileena's a tough one. You know, it's kind of tough to decide whether she's actually like really good or she's really bad. She's definitely not really bad. Either she's really good or she's like mid, because she does insane damage, but at the same time, she doesn't really have a consistent mid. She has the same problems that General Shao has. She has this mid right here, but it's so slow that, you know, a lot of times you're getting poked out of a lot of your Mileena combo strings, even though she does a lot of damage. But let's talk about it. So Mileena has a bunch of combo strings that I actually use. Starting off, obviously, with her stand 1. This is actually going to be a really good anti-air if your opponent's trying to jump in on you and you have range on them. This is really good, but at the same time, this is really good, and I'll show you the damage difference later on in the video. But her stand 4 is actually really good anti-air if you could time it properly and if you could space it out properly. But most of the time, you're going to want to go with her stand 1. It's more consistent. But this stand 1 obviously goes into stand 1 2. It's going to be probably your most consistent punish, because it's, I believe her fastest 7 frames compared to 10 frames. Yeah. So this is going to be your pretty consistent punish, which is a really good one, because then it goes into your Mileena ball roll, and you could go into whatever you want after that. Obviously, the cameo that I'm using, that I love using with Mileena, is Scorpion, because you get that crazy damage, you get the combo extensions. I just love it. So stand 1 2, there's a flawless block that you could do at the end of this combo string, which makes it punishable. Normally it's not punishable, but it makes it punishable if they flawless block it. To be honest, unless you're playing versus like really high level players, no one is gonna flawless block that last part. But people are gonna flawless block the 1+3 continuation. So this is at the end. If they block it, whoops, you could do this part at the end. It's even more safe. If that one, the opponent could flawless block it. It's a lot easier to flawless block than the ending part of this. And obviously you're gonna get punished if they flawless block it, so be very careful on that. But stand 1 is a pretty good combo string now that they fixed it, so the second part doesn't go over your opponent when they're crouching, because only the first part is a high, then the other part's a mid into an overhead, or overhead into mid. So now the overhead actually hits the way it's supposed to. Her only mid that she has, forward 1. How fast is forward 1? Where's forward 1? 13 frame startup on this mid. 13 frame startup is a lot, especially if you're like up this close, you know. So if you want to use her mid, definitely use it from a range, because from up close you're gonna stand no chance on someone trying to mash on down 1, down 3, down 4. But it does go into this, what is it, low at the end. You could stop the hits before the low comes out and do your combo string. Go into your ball roll. She has stand 2-1, which is not bad. It's still a high, but it goes into this overhead at the end. A little tricky sometimes. You could always mix it up with your low if you want to risk it. I mean, the risk reward, to be honest, isn't worth it. I mostly use this from afar, but you don't really have to be honest, because oh, okay, so around this range, like this is character length, right? Stand 2 is actually gonna reach, wait, where was I? Oh, okay, there you go. Stand 2 is actually gonna reach from this far where stand 1 doesn't. So if you think you're far away enough to where stand 1 isn't going to reach. It's always good to throw in stand 2. You just go in stand 2, 1. You're going to be safe. Forward 2 is another high attack that she has. Forward 2, 4 actually goes into a low. You could catch your opponent off guard with that. You could go into forward 2, 2 or forward 2, 4, 2 to keep yourself safe. Boom. She has this really good overhead that breaks armor for the majority of the characters. Double overhead, it's completely safe. You could use that as a little mix-up with Mileena. Am I going to go for the overhead? Am I going to go for the low? You could throw those in for mix-ups. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it as far as like the main bread and butter combo strings. We do have forward 3, 4. This right here, right? It reminds me of her combo string from MKX. I don't know, for MK11. This is actually going to get your most damage. So this right here does 382, right? Off this. It's going to be your most punishing attack. Compared to this, 352. So it's going to be like a 30-point. This out. It is expensive. Oh god, what the hell happened? My went dark. I hope it didn't mess up the capture. I don't know what the hell happened. My capture card seems like it's still running. I really hope that it's still running, but that just threw me off. I apologize. But it's good to throw once in a while, out once in a while, because it does absorb all projectiles and it grants you a launcher. So then you could go in for any sort of combo that you want. It could come up clutch for you for sure if you catch the right situation. And since Mileena already does a ton of damage, it's going to win you the game if you use it in the right situation at the right time. She has this move right here. This is pretty much her wake-up attack. Not that specifically, but the meter burn version. Down back 2, her wake-up attack leads into a brutality as well. She also has down forward 2, which is sort of like a dive kick. Well, not a dive kick, I guess like a uppercut type move. And the cool thing about that is you could actually combo from it if you're using Scorpion. So the normal one, look at that. If you make the read that your opponent's zoning you out, right? You make the read, you have Scorpion. You could go into just your normal attack. Boom, boom. You could even go for the roll afterwards, like I demonstrated before. Now I can't do it. Now that I want to do it, I can't do it. There you go. I mean, that's kind of a waste of meter, I think, or a waste of your other cameo. I think one cameo is good enough. You could even do that, you know, depending on what you want to do. But that's one of the big advantages of using Scorpion with this, with Mileena, because if your opponent's zoning you out, you know, obviously you can't do much with your zoning. So if you catch their attack at any time, you could hit them with 30. Look at that, 30% for reading their projectile attack is really, really good. If you don't have Scorpion, you could still do that, but you have to do the meter burn version. And then you do, you could do just that. Like after this, you could do, oh no, actually you could get them on the bounce. So once you do that, 1, 2, 2 in the air. And then 1, 2, 2 in the air. 1, 2, Mileena ball roll. Boom. If you don't have your Cameo or you don't have Scorpion, you could just do that. If you do have Scorpion, you want some extra damage, you could actually wait till Mileena goes down a little bit, like close to the ground. Do 1, 2, and then continue your combo from there. It's pretty cool. And this if you have Scorpion, obviously. But even if you don't have Scorpion, you could still do that. It just takes a little bit of timing. That's not bad right there. That's not bad at all. So other than that, obviously you saw this move right here. I don't really, maybe there's different uses for this move, especially the meter burn version. I mean, you get a launcher and everything, but the only time that I use this is when I'm extending combos. It's obviously very good for extending combos. So, I mean, that's what I use it for. I don't know, maybe some other people have found better uses for it, but that's pretty much it with Mileena when it comes to her special moves. And I've been showing you guys a bread and butter combo. With this specific team, you're always going to use the bread and butter combo, which is anything into Mileena ball roll. You dash up, stand 4, and then you do 1, 2, 1, 2 again. It's gonna look like this. With this specific team, you meter burn this, you call in your Scorpion Cameo, you do it again, and you're getting 50. This used to do 51%, 52 in some cases. Now it does 50. So now it does 48. It used to do 51. Now it's doing 48% damage. But keep in mind, that's only 1 bar of meter. You are using both Cameos, which is going to take a while to recover. But keep in mind, almost 50, pretty much, let's just round it off. 50% damage for 1 bar of meter off a punish. You can't beat that in Mortal Kombat 1. It's hard for any character to do more damage than Mileena does with 1 bar of meter. And if you have him in the corner, it's even more damage. So if you have him in the corner, you do the same punish. Stand 4, stand 4. Pretty much same combo. You just, pretty much the same combo. You just do 2 stand 4s for that extra damage. You are going to have to work on when you call your assist. Oh yeah, that's right. It's not like that. So when you call your assist after this, when you're in the corner, is when she pretty much, when she kicks them, around with the time where she kicks them, that's when you're going to want to call your assist. Obviously, you can work on that timing. So both of them could hit. So there you go. 2 bars of meter. 54%, ladies and gentlemen. 54% with 2 bars of meter. That used to do 60. 60. With the fatal blow, it did 64. Let's see how much it does with the fatal blow now. Let's see how much it does with the fatal blow. I'm not even gonna enhance it to get more damage. You enhance fatal blows to get more damage by mashing on all your face buttons. Yeah, so now it does 56%. It used to do 64%, that one specifically. Obviously, if you start off with this, I think it does 58. I'm not going to do the Fatal Blow version, but I'll just do this one. See, right there, I called him in too early. Did not work. Both of the Scorpion Flames have to hit. I do love practicing these combos, though. I really do. So that does 571. 571 damage. Wait a minute. That did more than the Fatal Blow version? How is that possible? That did 571. Keep that in mind. I love practicing these combos online. Now I'm dropping it. Now that I like really want to get this just to see the damage comparison, because I know off of stand 1 it did 56. Think he might fall? Yeah, he fell. All right, let's try a couple more times. Oh my god, look at the notations on the left. Left trigger and right trigger, and it didn't come out. All right, last one. Like I said, I love practicing these combos. This is what I spend all day trying to do in training mode. All right, hold on. I gotta at least get the Scorpion cameo to hit. Oh my god, what the hell? Why didn't that work? That one barely hit. Don't fall. Fuck, he keeps falling. Why do you keep falling, Reptile? Come on. Okay, there you go. So this is the one that does 60, or does this one still do 58? So that one does 595, while the version without the Fatal Blow does 570. That's pretty crazy, right? It should do over 60. It shouldn't do only 2% more damage than a normal combo ender. But anyway, that's it for the Mileena tutorial, how to play with Mileena. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.